Imagine hitting the open road in your electric vehicle, towing a massive RV behind you. But your battery range doesn't plummet like it usually does. Minibus high voltage instead. Your trailer helps push you forward. Sounds like science fiction? Not anymore. Lightship has just unveiled a groundbreaking RV trailer with its own battery and motor, and it's about to change the way we think about travel forever. For decades, towing an RV has been the Achilles heel of electric vehicles. EV drivers know the frustration. Hook up a trailer, and suddenly your range drops by half, or worse. It's a problem that's kept many adventurers hesitant about switching to fully electric road trips. But Lightship, a Silicon Valley startup founded by Tesla and Rivian veterans, believes they've cracked the code. Their creation? The Lightship L1, the world's first RV trailer designed not to drain your vehicle's energy, but to assist it. It comes equipped with a high-capacity battery pack and its own electric motor, meaning it doesn't just roll passively. It actively drives itself. This innovation slashes the dreaded range loss issue, making long EV journeys with a trailer far more practical. Think of it as a hybrid partnership. Your EV pulls and the RV pushes. But that's not all. The L1 is designed with aerodynamics in mind, something almost no RV has ever prioritized. Its sleek profile and retractable features make it glide on highways, reducing drag and boosting efficiency. Picture this. You're cruising across the country, powered by clean electricity, your RV silently trailing behind, not as a burden, but as a partner in motion. When you stop at a campsite, that same trailer unfolds into a futuristic off-grid home, complete with solar panels, storage capacity, and a design that looks like it belongs in the year 2050. This isn't just about vacations. It's about the future of sustainable travel. By turning trailers into energy assets rather than energy parasites, Lightship could reshape the entire RV industry. It makes road trips cleaner, more efficient, and, let's be honest, a whole lot cooler. But Lightship's vision doesn't stop with just one RV model. What they've unveiled is a blueprint for the future. Imagine fleets of trailers, cargo, utility, or even mobile offices that no longer act as dead weight, but instead contribute to propulsion. This technology could ripple across the entire transportation industry. Think about trucking. Long-haul trucks burn through enormous amounts of fuel when towing heavy loads. If trailers themselves had smart motors and batteries, they could reduce emissions dramatically while cutting operating costs. It could even accelerate the shift toward fully electric logistics on a global scale. And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Lightship isn't just about mobility. It's about energy independence. The trailer's solar panels and storage system mean it can double as a mobile power station. That means your RV could charge your car, your campsite, or even your home during a blackout. It's essentially a rolling battery pack, woven into the adventure lifestyle. Of course, the big question is, how will the auto industry respond? Traditional RV manufacturers may struggle to catch up, while companies like Tesla, Rivian, and Ford will certainly be watching closely. If powered trailers become mainstream, EV adoption could accelerate faster than anyone predicted. But beyond the tech specs, this is really about redefining freedom on the road. For families, retirees, or solo adventurers, the barrier of range anxiety finally begins to disappear. Instead of worrying about whether your EV can make it to the next stop, your trailer becomes your partner, extending your reach into nature and beyond. The first units are already attracting attention, but here's the twist. This is just the beginning. As battery costs drop, motors become more efficient, and solar tech advances, we could see an entire ecosystem of self-powered trailers, from tiny teardrops to massive luxury RVs. And when that happens, the question won't be, can I take an EV on a road trip? It will be, why would I ever tow a trailer without its own motor again? What Lightship has sparked isn't just a clever fix for road trips. It's the seed of a transportation revolution. Picture cargo trailers on highways, each one self-propelled, reducing the strain on trucks and slashing fuel consumption. Picture humanitarian aid convoys, where every trailer doubles as a generator, providing power to disaster zones long before infrastructure can be restored. This isn't just about luxury camping. It's about reshaping how we move goods, people, and even energy. A future where trailers don't just follow, but actively collaborate with the vehicles that tow them. And with the rise of AI and smart systems, these trailers could one day communicate in real time with the tow vehicle. Imagine your EV whispering to its trailer, "I'm climbing a steep hill, give me more push." Or the trailer responding, "I'll take over regenerative braking on this descent and recharge my own battery." This is no longer a passive object you drag around. It's a thinking machine, part of a symbiotic travel system. For adventurers, the implications are massive. No more hunting for RV hookups. No more worrying about campground electricity. With solar integration and a powerful onboard battery, the trailer becomes your energy hub, powering your laptops, cooking gear, air conditioning, even your electric bike or drone. In the long run, we might not even think of RVs as trailers anymore. They'll simply be autonomous energy homes on wheels, capable of pairing with any EV. And globally, this could mean so much more. Imagine in remote regions of Africa or Asia, where power grids are fragile or non-existent, mobile solar-powered trailers could provide villages with electricity, refrigeration for medicine, and clean mobility. A technology born for camping in the U.S. could end up transforming energy access worldwide. Now, imagine taking this even further. Today, Lightship's trailer works in tandem with your EV. But tomorrow, it could work without you at all. An autonomous trailer that can drive itself to meet you at a campsite, or even deliver itself to your driveway before your next big adventure. This unlocks a future where travel isn't just convenient, but seamlessly orchestrated. You could finish work on a Friday evening, and instead of spending hours preparing for a trip, your smart trailer has already stocked itself with groceries, charged its batteries from rooftop solar, and rolled up to your home, ready to go. And campgrounds themselves would evolve. Instead of crowded RV parks filled with noisy generators and fuel tanks, you'd see silent, futuristic rows of self-powered trailers drawing from their own clean energy. Sites would become hubs of solar-charged, battery-powered living spaces. Many smart cities of travelers, all connected by sustainable tech. And here's the kicker. What starts as a luxury innovation could reshape the RV economy. Today, most trailers depreciate quickly because they're just shells. No power, no propulsion. But a powered, intelligent trailer? That's an asset. One you could rent out, share, or even use as a mobile workspace when it's not on the road. Imagine fleets of Lightship trailers listed on platforms like Airbnb on Wheels, available to anyone for a weekend adventure. A trailer could charge at a solar farm during the day, then drive into a city at night, feeding energy back to the grid when demand peaks. For travelers, this future is intoxicating. Range anxiety disappears. Campsites no longer depend on hookups. Families could journey across entire countries without ever once worrying about running out of power. Your trailer doesn't just follow you, it empowers you, literally. And this reshapes the culture of adventure. Road trips stop being about limitations, where you can and can't go, and instead become about pure freedom. Deserts, mountains, coastlines, places once off limits to EVs suddenly open up. And once the U.S. The Lightship RV is just a spark. The fire ignites could transform not just how we travel, but how we live, work, and power the world. Imagine stepping inside one of these next-generation trailers. It's no longer just a box with a bed and a kitchenette. Instead, it's a self-sustaining smart home on wheels. Solar panels on the roof silently harvesting sunlight. Walls lined with high-density batteries storing enough power to run everything from induction stoves to entertainment systems. An AI energy manager that optimizes when to draw power, when to push power back into grid, and when to charge itself while rolling down a hill using regenerative braking. This isn't camping. It's living with complete freedom, untethered from fuel stations, hookups, or even the grid itself. Now, take this one step further. What if these trailers didn't just follow cars, but became independent living pods? A world where people live, work, and travel in self-powered mobile units. You could wake up by a lake in Oregon, work remotely with high-speed satellite internet, then tell your trailer to relocate itself closer to a national park. Entire communities can merge, clusters of mobile smart homes forming temporary towns that shift with the seasons. Today it sounds radical, but then again, so did the idea of self-driving cars 20 years ago. Governments and cities would need to adapt. Highways might add dedicated charging lanes, not just for cars, but for caravans of powered trailers sinking energy on the move. Campsites could evolve into energy hubs, where trailers trade store electricity with local grids. Ports could deploy fleets of autonomous, battery-powered containers that self-arrange and power port operations without needing cranes or trucks. And make no mistake, the rest of the industry won't stand still. Tesla has toyed with the idea of range extender trailers before, but Lightship step may force giants like Tesla, Ford, and BYD to accelerate similar concepts. Once the public sees trailers as active machines instead of passive burdens, demand will explode, and every major automaker will want in. But perhaps the most surprising shift will be cultural. Vacations, road trips, logistics, these will all change, yes. But so will our definition of home. When your house has wheels, its own power supply, and the ability to move anywhere, does the idea of being tied to one location still make sense? We may be witnessing not just the rebirth of the RV, but the first glimpse of nomadic future power by intelligent, mobile energy units. If homes become mobile, then society itself begins to reshape. Cities no longer hold the same gravitational pull when people can live comfortably anywhere, powered by clean energy and constant connectivity. We could see waves of digital nomads traveling not just with laptops, but with entire households, families, schools, even businesses on the move. Picture highways dotted with autonomous trailer villages, clusters of mobile homes traveling together like modern caravans, forming temporary neighborhoods wherever they stop. This shift would ripple into economics. Land ownership might look very different when millions choose mobility over permanence. Why buy a single home when you can own a self-powered home on wheels that follows opportunity, climate, and lifestyle? Entire new markets could emerge. Real estate turning into land-time rentals, governments creating mobile zoning laws, and service industries catering to a population that refuses to stay still. And here's the most powerful part. This future could actually be greener than the one we live in today. Mobile smart homes would generate much of their own energy through solar and regenerative systems. Instead of sprawling urban centers consuming endless resources, populations could spread more evenly, reducing congestion and pollution. Forests and coastlines could be enjoyed without damaging them, because energy would be self-contained and waste minimized. At a larger scale, thousands, maybe millions, of these powered trailers could collectively function as a global decentralized energy grid. When parked, they'd plug into local networks, sharing stored energy. When moving, they'd carry electricity from areas of surplus to areas of need. Imagine trailers soaking up solar power in deserts, then delivering it into cities at night. A rolling, flexible power infrastructure, powered by adventurers, travelers, and workers alike. And while today we're talking about Lightship's RV, tomorrow we may be talking about something even bigger. What if the technology scales into floating trailers? Homes that sail oceans with their own propulsion and power. Or modular trailers that connect into megastructures. Whole towns that can move across landscapes together like living organisms. From a single innovation, putting a motor and a battery in a trailer, we may be staring at the dawn of a civilization where mobility, energy, and home are no longer separate ideas, but one. If mobility, energy, and home fuse into one concept on Earth, why stop here? The same principles could extend beyond our planet. Think of power habitats designed like trailers, each with its own propulsion, storage, and renewable generation. On the moon, they could reposition themselves to chase sunlight across the surface. On Mars, they could form mobile colonies, traveling together for safety and resources, just as pioneers once did across continents. But here's the tension. Once the idea is proven, it will ignite an arms race of innovation. Who owns this future? Startups like Lightship, who dare to think differently, or corporate giants, Tesla, BYD, Toyota, who can mass produce and scale globally? Or perhaps even governments, who recognize that mobile energy systems are as strategically valuable as oil reserves once were. We could see partnerships forming, EV makers teaming up with aerospace companies, RV builders collaborating with solar innovators, each racing to control the next generation of transportable power. And amidst the technology and economics, there's something deeply human here. For centuries, people have dreamed of freedom, the open road, the frontier, the ability to pick up and go wherever destiny calls. These trailers, with their independence and intelligence, may finally make that dream universal. No longer limited by gas stations, power lines, or static infrastructure. Every person could have the ability to choose their horizon. What began as a solution to EV range loss is now a spark for a future where trailers push, homes power themselves. So the next time you see an RV rolling down the highway, ask yourself, is it just a trailer? Or is it the beginning of a world where mobility, freedom, and sustainability finally become one? Because the future of travel has already begun. Minibus High Voltage Globe Show in Europe, Africa.